A very good morning to all of you. So we have already discussed the numericals problems related to the equilibrium constant, that is Kp and Kc. So let us discuss the factors which are affecting the equilibrium. So there are many factors which affect the equilibrium, like the addition of a catalyst, the addition of any inert gas, the change in temperature, change in pressure, or the change in concentration of reactant and product. So let us discuss these factors one by one. So firstly, I am taking the effect of the adding of a catalyst. Adding of a catalyst. So I have already told you that there is no effect of catalyst takes place on the equilibrium. Okay. So there is no effect of catalyst on equilibrium. Okay, on equilibrium. But because the catalyst because the catalyst catalyze both the forward reaction as well as the backward reaction. Okay, so you have to keep in your mind that a catalyst increase the rate of forward reaction as well as the backward reaction. But one thing you should know that we can easily get the equilibrium, okay, with the help of a catalyst. Okay, equilibrium can be easily attained with the help of a catalyst because the rate of forward and backward reaction will increase. That is why we can easily attain the attain the equilibrium with the help of a catalyst. But after the equilibrium stage, there will be no effect of catalyst. Okay, so we can easily attain the equilibrium with the help of a catalyst because both the forward and backward reaction, because the rate of because the rate of both the forward and backward reaction increases. Okay, reaction increases. Okay, so this is the main reason that why we can easily get the equilibrium stage with the help of a catalyst. Okay, for example, if we are adding hydrogen gas to oxygen gas in ratio 2 ratio 1, okay, to form water, this cannot be possible. Okay, we cannot form hydrogen gas, we cannot combine hydrogen gas and oxygen gas to form water without the help of a catalyst. Okay, we have to add platinum over here. We have to use platinum as a catalyst in order to do this reaction, in order to make water. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen अपने आप कभी भी combine नहीं होते. We have to add some catalyst, that is platinum. Okay, so this is the main effect of catalyst. Okay, so let us move on to the next factor. The next is adding of an inert gas. Adding of an inert gas. Now, okay, so in this we have to take two cases. The first is the isochoric process. Okay, isochoric means if the volume is constant. Okay, so in this, if the volume is constant, okay, if the volume is constant, that we are taking a closed container, then there is no effect of inert gas. Okay, so no effect of inert gas. Okay, तो वो inert gas enter ही नहीं कर पाएगी if we are taking the volume as constant. Now second is if the pressure is constant and the volume will change. Okay, now if the pressure is constant and we are adding some inert gas, inert means which is which will not react with the reaction mixture, but it will increase the volume only, like we have nitrogen gas, helium, okay, etc. So this will just increase the volume. Now in order to make the pressure constant, in order to maintain the pressure constant, the volume will increase. Okay, so if the volume increases, the volume will increase due to because of the Boyle's law. Okay, तो हमें प्रेशर को अगर कांस्टेंट रखना है तो वॉल्यूम को भी क्या करना पड़ेगा, इंक्रीज करना पड़ेगा. Okay, now the volume will increase, and if the volume is increased, we all know that concentration is nothing but moles upon my volume. Now if the volume increases, then the concentration will decrease. Okay, so by adding an inert gas, the concentration of the reactant as well as product will decrease. So now it will depend upon the reaction that the equilibrium will decrease or increase. The value of equilibrium constant will decrease or increase. For example, if there is a change in the number of moles, okay, if there is a change in the number of moles, then the effect of inert gas will take place. Okay, like we have a reaction like PCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. Now in this case the Kc is concentration of PCl3 into Cl2 divided by PCl5. Now this will decrease, and this will also decrease, but there are two factors in the numerator, so in total the Kc will decrease. Okay, and if there are two factors in the denominator, then this will decrease, and this will also decrease, but the decrease in denominator is more, and overall the Kc value will increase. Okay, overall the Kc value will increase. For example, if we have CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2. Okay, or if we are taking any general example like A gives B plus C, then Kc will be concentration of B, concentration of, okay, wait a minute, if we are taking as A plus B gives C. Okay, if we are taking this reaction, then C divided by A divided into B. Now if we are adding an inert gas, then the concentration will decrease. Now the decrease in denominator is more, so overall this term will comes out to be greater than the previous one, and the Kc will increase. Okay, so this whole thing will depend upon the reaction. Okay, if there are two or more, if there are more terms in the numerator, then the Kc will decrease, and if we have more terms in the denominator, then the Kc will increase. Okay, so this is all about the effect of inert gas. Okay, so now in order to deal with the effect of concentration, pressure and temperature, there is a principle. Okay, there is a principle known as Le-Chatelier principle, and this principle is very important. Okay, because question may be asked related to this principle every year in the competitive exams also and in the board exams also. Okay, so this principle is very important, and this principle is used in every chapter. Okay, mostly in all the fields of chemistry. Like if we have organic chemistry, physical में तो होगा ही होगा, in inorganic chemistry also this principle has a very much importance. So now what is Le-Chatelier principle? Le-Chatelier principle. Okay, now what is Le-Chatelier principle? So according to this principle, if we if any of the factors like concentration, temperature, pressure changes, then the equilibrium will shift in that direction, or it will shift in such a way to undo the change. In order to undo the change. Okay, so इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ इस डेफिनेशन का? So Le-Chatelier principle कहता है if any of the factor like concentration, temperature or pressure changes, okay, then equilibrium इस तरह से shift होगा, equilibrium will shift in that direction such that the change will be reversed. Okay, for example, if I'm increasing the concentration, okay, if I'm increasing the concentration, the equilibrium will go towards that side where the concentration is decreasing, okay, and if I increase the temperature, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the change is undo. I am increasing the temperature, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the temperature is decreasing. Similarly, if I decrease the concentration, the equilibrium will shift in such a way, will shift in that direction such that the concentration is increasing in that direction. Okay, it will undo the change. जो मैं चेंज कर रहा हूँ उसको जस्ट अपोज करेगा. Undo और अपोज सेम बात है, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, in general, if I am taking a reaction that A plus B gives C, okay, so let us discuss that these factors one by one. Okay, firstly I am taking the effect of concentration. Okay, so this is all about the principle, and we have to apply this principle on concentration, temperature and pressure now. Okay, so firstly I am taking the effect of concentration. Okay, so there are a large number of applications related to on the basis of this principle. Firstly I am taking the effect of concentration, now what is the effect of concentration? Okay, so I am taking a reaction A plus B gives C, C plus D. Okay, C plus D ले लेते हैं. Now if I am increasing the concentration of A, okay, now we all know that this is forward reaction, this is forward reaction and this is backward reaction. Okay, C plus D से अगर हम A plus B बना रहे हैं, this is backward reaction, and if we are producing C plus D by reacting A plus B, then it is forward reaction. Now if I am increasing the concentration of A, if I am increasing the concentration of A, now according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the concentration of A is decreasing. Now the concentration of A is decreasing in which direction? In forward direction. ठीक है, A और B आपस में रिएक्ट करके क्या बना रहे हैं? C and D. तो इसका मतलब A और B क्या हो रहे हैं? खत्म हो रहे हैं, टाइम टू टाइम डिक्रीज हो रहे हैं. हमने ग्राफ भी बनाया था, ठीक है, ये ऐसा ग्राफ बनाया था हमने कि कंसंट्रेशन रिएक्टेंट की डिक्रीज हो रही है, प्रोडक्ट की बढ़ रही है. सो इन द फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन the concentration of A is decreasing. So if I am increasing the concentration of A, then the equilibrium will shift in the forward direction. Equilibrium will favor the, or you can say that the change will favor the forward reaction. Equilibrium will shift in forward reaction, forward direction. Okay, or the concentration of product will increase more and more. Okay, अगर मैं A को और ज्यादा इंक्रीज करता रहूंगा, अगर मैं A को और ज्यादा डालता रहूंगा तो क्या होता रहेगा? मेरे प्रोडक्ट और ज्यादा बनते रहेंगे. ओके, सिमिलरली इफ आई एम इंक्रीजिंग द B, द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ B. ओके, तो यहाँ से हम एक कंक्लूजन पे आए कि इफ वी इंक्रीज द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट, if we increase the concentration of the reactant, the reaction will shift in the forward direction, the equilibrium will shift in the forward direction. This is our main conclusion. Okay, now if second is, if I am increasing the concentration of C, again according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium will shift in such a way that it will undo the change. Equilibrium किस डायरेक्शन में शिफ्ट होगा? जहाँ पे C की concentration क्या हो रही है? Decrease. Okay, where the concentration of C is decreasing. Okay, so the concentration of C is decreasing in which direction? In the backward direction. क्योंकि C plus D react करके क्या बनाएंगे? A plus B. So the equilibrium will shift in the backward direction. Equilibrium will shift in the backward direction. Okay, the equilibrium will shift in the backward direction. Is it clear? Now if I am reversing these two changes, okay, now I am reversing these two changes, now I am decreasing the concentration of A. See, okay, now if we decrease the concentration of A according to Le-Chatelier principle, it will undo this change. Now I am decreasing the concentration of A, equilibrium will shift in that direction where the concentration of A is increasing. Now the concentration of A is increasing in which direction? In the backward direction, because C plus B D आपस में रिएक्ट करके क्या बनाएंगे? A. So जितना ज़्यादा backward direction होगी उतना ज़्यादा concentration A की बढ़ेगी. So this change will increase the rate of the backward reaction. Okay, or the equilibrium will shift in the shift in the backward direction. Backward direction. Okay. ठीक है, इसको हम सम अप करेंगे बहुत जल्दी अभी. Now, if I am decreasing the concentration of C, then according to Lee-Chatterjee principle, it will shift. The equilibrium will shift in that direction where the concentration of C is increasing. तो forward direction में जाएंगे तब C की concentration increase करेगी. So equilibrium will shift in the forward direction. This change will favor the product. ठीक है, काफी सारी टाइप्स हैं हमारे कहने के. Equilibrium will shift in the forward direction or it will favor the formation of product in the forward direction. Okay, is it clear or not? ठीक है, I think सभी को clear होगा. What is the concept of increasing or decreasing the concentration of reactant and product? Okay, let us sum up these all things. Okay, तो अब इसको sum up कर लें थोड़ा सा. Okay, now these points you should keep in your mind and just sum up the whole concept. Okay, so now if the concentration of reactant increases, okay, equilibrium will shift in the forward direction. Okay, I'm just writing as forward. Okay, second, if the concentration of reactants decreases, equilibrium will shift in the backward direction. Okay, so firstly I'm writing only for the forward, okay, so that it will become easy for us. Okay, if I'm increasing the concentration of reactant, it will favor the forward reaction. Similarly, if I am decreasing the concentration of product का concentration मैंने क्या कर दिया, decrease कर दिया, then it will again, we have already discussed that it will favor the forward direction. Now just reverse these all things. If the concentration of reactants were decreasing, then it will favor the backward direction. Similarly, if the concentration of product is increased, then it will favor the backward direction. Okay, you have to keep in your mind this block. Okay, ये block आपको दिमाग में रखना है बस. Okay, you have to keep in your mind. Okay, so now एक example बताता हूँ बहुत अच्छा industrial example है. Now N2 plus 3H2 Haber process की अगर बात करें, ठीक है, तो इंडस्ट्रीज में क्या होता है, in order to form more and more product, okay, हमने प्रोडक्ट क्या बनाना है, NH3. in order to form more and more product क्या करते हैं, वो NH3 जितना बन रहा है उसको निकालते जाते हैं बाहर. Okay, निकालना मतलब we are decreasing the concentration of product. If we are decreasing the concentration of product, then the reaction which is favored forward direction. तो जितना हम NH3 को क्या करते रहेंगे, बन रहा है NH3, निकालते जा रहे हैं, more reaction forward आ रही है, उतना ज़्यादा बनता जाएगा. ठीक है, so this is the main process in industry कि जो प्रोडक्ट बन रहा है उसको हम टाइम टू टाइम रिकवर करते जाएं. ठीक है, इसको निकालते जाएं बाहर. ठीक है, और उतना ही क्या होगा, फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में जाते रहेगी. बिकॉज वी ऑल नो दैट ऑन डिक्रीजिंग द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, रिएक्शन फेवर द forward direction. Okay, is it clear? Now the second factor. Okay, so this is very important. The second factor is the effect of pressure. Okay, so one thing you should keep in your mind that the effect of pressure is only valid when the moles of reactant and products are different. Okay, if there is no change in the moles of reactant and product, then there is no effect of pressure. Okay, there is no effect of pressure. Only when moles of reactants, total only gaseous moles we have to take, is not equal to the moles of product. Okay, so this is the main condition. Only when the moles of reactant is not equal to the moles of product. So now I am taking an example like we have A plus B gives C. Okay, A plus B gives C. Now there are I am taking them as gaseous form because the effect of pressure is only on gas, not on liquid as well as on solid. Okay, now if I increase the pressure? Firstly, there are two moles, एक इसका, and here we have only one mole, so there are 2 moles of reactant and 1 mole of product. Okay, now if I am increasing the pressure, we all know that pressure is PV is equal to nRT, and pressure is directly proportional to the number of moles. Okay, so अगर हम we are going from reactant to product, there is a decrease in the moles. Okay, there is decrease in moles. तो ये हमें पता चल गया कि जब हम प्रोडक्ट से रिएक्टेंट में जा रहे हैं, रिएक्टेंट से प्रोडक्ट में जा रहे हैं, there is decrease in moles, and if we are going from product to reactant, there is increase in moles. Okay, तो यहाँ से जाएंगे तो यहाँ decrease हो रहा है और यहाँ increase हो रहा है. ठीक है. Now if I am increasing the pressure, अगर मैं प्रेशर को इंक्रीज करूं, according to Le-Chatelier principle, the reaction will shift in that direction where the pressure is decreasing. Now pressure is directly proportional to number of moles. तो रिएक्शन किस साइड शिफ्ट होगी? जहां पे मोल्स कम हो रहे हैं, in the forward direction in this case. Is it clear ना? And if I decrease the pressure, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the number of moles are more. Okay, the number of moles are more in which direction? In the backward direction. So backward direction. Okay, so you have to write just a simple note that, okay, I'm writing a note that if we increase the pressure, the change will favor the direction where the moles are increasing. Okay, and vice versa. Vice versa is also true, that if we decrease the pressure, the change will favor the direction where the moles are decreasing. Okay, where the moles are, okay, wait a minute, if we increase the pressure, the change will favor the direction where the moles are decreasing. Okay, where the moles are decreasing. Is it clear or not? So this is all in accordance with the Le-Chatelier principle. Okay, now effect of temperature. Now this effect is very confusing. Okay, so student may confuse in this factor, the last factor, effect of temperature. Okay, so firstly you have to check that how many number of gaseous moles are there, and then you have to check whether it is given that pressure is increasing or decreasing. If the pressure is increasing, you have to shift the direction in that direction where the number of moles are less. Okay, and if the pressure is decreasing, then you have to shift the equilibrium in that direction where the number of moles are increasing. Okay, so now effect of temperature. Effect of temperature. Okay, now so now there are two types of reactions. One is exothermic and the second is endothermic. Okay, so now I am taking the example of again Haber process, and this is an exothermic process. This is an exothermic process. Okay, the delta H for this reaction is negative. Okay, the delta H is negative. There is no need to remember the value. Okay, there is no need to remember the value. So N2 plus H2, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Okay, so now this is an exothermic reaction. That is why the delta H is negative. Now, if I am increasing the temperature, okay, or we can also write that heat is released. Here I am writing that heat is released. Now, if I am increasing the temperature, the first case, I am increasing the temperature. Now this reaction is exothermic in the forward direction. अगर मैं इसको उल्टा करके लिख दूं, ठीक है, अगर मैं इसको ऐसे लिख दूंगा, then it will become endothermic. This reaction is endothermic. Okay, I have just reversed the reaction. So क्या होगा, इधर heat आ जाएगा. ठीक है, तो अगर इधर heat आ गया, it means the heat is absorbed by the reaction and it will become endothermic, and the delta H will be positive. Okay, the delta H will be positive and the reaction will become endothermic. So we can discuss only this example. Okay, so हम इसी को discuss कर सकते हैं, इसी से सारा conclusion निकल जाएगा. So now I am increasing the temperature in case of this reaction. Okay, Now, if I'm increasing the temperature according to Le-Chatelier principle, the reaction will shift in that direction where the temperature is decreasing. Okay, so here we have heat, so the temperature is increasing in this direction. So if I increase the temperature, the reaction will shift in the backward direction because here the temperature is less. In case of exothermic reaction, the temperature of the products are more, okay, than that of the reactant. So increase in temperature will shift the reaction in backward direction. Okay, as simple as that. Similarly, if I decrease the temperature according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the temperature is increasing. The temperature is increasing in the forward direction. Okay, so it will favor the forward direction. So a conclusion is that if we want to favor the forward direction, if we want to favor the formation of product in case of exothermic reaction, we have to take low temperature. Okay, we have to take low temperature. Write this in your notebook as well, that in case of exothermic reaction we have to take low temperature. Okay, because this will favor the forward direction only. Okay, this will favor the formation of product. If you increase the temperature, if you are giving heat and heat and heat to an exothermic reaction, then this reaction will become reversible. Okay, तो वो backward की तरफ जाएगी and you will not get the product. Okay, now in this case, again in case of endothermic reaction, we are increasing the temperature. Now if I am increasing the temperature according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the temperature is decreasing or where the heat is less, where the heat is reduced. Okay, now in this case the temperature of product is less. Okay, the temperature of product is less. So on increasing the temperature in case of endothermic reaction, the reaction will favor the forward direction. The change will favor the forward direction. So the conclusion is that in case of endothermic reactions, we have to take high temperature. Okay, and if we decrease the temperature, this will favor the backward direction. Okay, why this favor the backward direction? Why this favor the backward direction? Because if we are decreasing the temperature, the according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the temperature is high. The temperature is high on the reactant side. Okay, in case of endothermic, because reactants are absorbing heat. Okay, and the temperature of reactants are more. Okay, so in case of endothermic reaction, we have to take high temperature. Okay, in case of exothermic reactions, generally हैपर प्रोसेस भी बहुत कम टेम्परेचर पे होता है. ठीक है, हम ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर नहीं ले सकते कि फिर अमोनिया बनेगा ही. ठीक है, so this is all about the. Okay, so let us take the example of pressure, effect of pressure. Here we have 1 mole, 3 mole and 2 mole. So there are 4 moles of reactants and 2 moles of product. We are going towards decrease in the number of moles. Now if I am increasing the pressure, the reaction will shift in that direction where the number of moles are decreasing. They are shifting forward direction. तो ये रिएक्शन को फेवर क्या कर रहा है? ज्यादा प्रेशर. ओके, अगर हम प्रेशर कम कर देंगे तो इक्विलिब्रियम किस डायरेक्शन में शिफ्ट होगा? जहाँ पे प्रेशर कम है, द बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन. तो ये रिएक्शन जो है बहुत ज्यादा हाई प्रेशर पे होती है, एट लो टेम्परेचर एट हाई प्रेशर. दिस इज अवर हैपर प्रोसेस. हैपर प्रोसेस. Okay, so this is all about the factors affecting the equilibrium. Okay, so I think this much is quite enough for this particular lecture, and you have to read all the applications on the basis of Le-Chatelier principle. There are many applications of Le-Chatelier principle, and you have to read each and every application of Le-Chatelier principle. So I hope you found this lecture very helpful. So thank you so much for watching the